We're talking about the end of days with Revelations, the Antichrist, my personal favorite, what the devil wants, all of these particular things. You know, for years, from 2012 to right now, they have this crazy conspiracy, right? This conspiracy. Now, you guys hear it out. So apparently in 2012, right, we all died. And CERN, the company CERN,
died?
yeah, we died.
Died.
What?
Yeah, we died. And the company CERN knew this, the scientists, that's why they had opened it.
Shit.
And they basically took our reality, right, and placed it over an alternate reality.
Hey,
Something Matrix.
I just want to ask, what is the you with you in these alternate
Hey,
realities?
It's just something that's very weird. For example,
Yeah.
when you heard the song from Queens, and he says, we're the champions, right? And Queens, we are the champions. Everyone remembers him saying, we're the champions
Oh, shit.
of the world, right?
Not this Mandela shit again.
Conspiracy theory?
Hold on. Yeah, thank you for saying that, because that's what I said it was.
Okay.
Do you remember, David, of Queen saying we're the champions of the world?
Yeah.
Never happened.
Okay, well, that's just a mistake.
But here's the problem with that mistake. A lot of people sing the song and says the same exact thing.
That mean a lot of people just made the fucking mistake, bro.
Okay. And how about the movie Scary Movie with Marlon Wayans up under the cover reenacting doing a parody from Sixth Sense saying I see white people.
What about it?
He
Think
never
it too
said
hard.
it.
Okay, so then you made a mistake.
I didn't make a mistake. The world.
Okay, so the
I mean,
world
it's
made a
flooded.
mistake,
What do you
bro.
mean he never said it?
Yeah, it never happened. When you watch the video and everything, never happened.
He's talking
And-
about the Mandela effect.
And
Yeah.
right. And here's the thing about
He's
that.
he's a firm believer in that.
And here's the thing about it. According to all of the little bullshit that they got going, right? It's a lot of weird shit going on in 2020. There's books written about this whole fiasco in 1991. It's called Generations. It's the book, and it's giving you everything that's happened up to now. And it's so weird because people are basically seeing these glitches in the matrix, and what they call it, the glitches in the matrix. So it's also, and the reason why I brought it up was because according to them, we actually died in 2012.
I didn't die, bro.
What's the purpose?
I didn't die.
I mean, what's the end game on that? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
has deja vu
We don't need
moments.
to
You
bury
know.
nobody then.
I mean,
like
like,
that,
what would be the end game? I'm not quite sure. I'm just going off of the conspiracy that I've heard, and I've watched everyone talk about nonstop.
So that
Well,
is
back
a
to the end of the
conspiracy
world.
theory.
Yeah, that's yeah. Back
That's
to
a
the
conspiracy
end of the world.
theory that you have.
Well, not that I have, that I opened up with saying a conspiracy about the end of the world.
Okay.
Okay.
That was it. Very
Yeah.
simple.
But one thing you do need to go ahead and later, prove against too is if everybody died and then got reborn,
No,
why didn't
I didn't say that.
everybody? Well, you did say in the end of the world by 2012, we all died and then we came back in an alternate reality. But we have to now debunk: did everyone experience the DMT thing during that rebirth? That's all.
I don't know, but I don't
I
know
don't
where
know
the
about
fuck.
the DMT.
I don't know where the hell y'all going, but we gonna reel this back
Well,
around.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're talking about the end of days.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
just said the
And
end of days.
there were plenty men, society thought could be the Antichrist, like Nero, Hitler,
right.
Henry Kissinger, Barack Obama, all the popes, Napoleon,
Wait a minute, go back to
Roosevelt.
Henry Kissinger. They thought he was
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'd never heard that one.
And there's plenty ways that the world could come to an end. You have flood, great floods, which happened in the Bible, and
Right.
there's plenty
Right.
tales of great floods
Right.
destroying the whole world and the world being rebuilt. War,
Right.
have plagues. There's that alien thing. Maybe they can come and wipe us out.
The change of the attitudes of the
that's really
masses.
A meteor, super volcano, which actually I experienced a volcano, and we all did. And every time I bring this up, nobody seems to remember this.
It's
shit.
the Mandela effect. Why are we talking about it?
No, I'm talking about.
No one
I'm
remembers
talking
it.
about Mount St. Helens
Oh, yeah,
erupting
yeah.
in 1980, and nobody seems to remember
I
that.
remember that.
Where is it at?
Mainly,
Look it up. Mount St. Helens.
Mexico.
Yeah, erupted
Washington State.
Yeah,
Montana.
and it threw ash all over the fucking world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember it, man.
You remember it? Okay.
course, I remember
but every time I bring it up, nobody remembers this.
I don't know why they don't.
Well, because people they don't fact check or they just forget because we get information that's over flooded instead of the main important things that we do need to remember.
There was a photographer.
Or maybe you wasn't born.
Yeah. There was
Oh dear, I'm in a little eggshell. Well, speaking
There
of
was-
which,
there was
Right?
a- there was
you
a
just said you were
photographer-
born in '83, so
Right.
that was like 3 years before you were born.
There was,
Yeah.
there was
I remember
a,
that
a
shit.
videographer who died doing that, and he actually had his camera on top to catch it, and unfortunately, he didn't make it. But you see
And
it.
I bring that up to say because Yellowstone actually has a super volcano. There.
I always talk about that, but everybody said, "Well, no, that's not gonna happen." But if that shit goes, it's over.
It's gonna fuck everything.
Yeah, it's
up.
over. It's
Yeah.
over. Because once that ash hit up and block out the sun, now we've been pushed back into winter.
I know.
And yes, it's dead. yes,
Wow.
it's dead.
New ice age.
Yeah.
Definitely.
according to Weird News, the word Armageddon is thought to come from the Hebrew word Mount for Megiddo. And Megiddo is actually an ancient, strategically positioned city, which has been a number of battles located in the same spot. Keyword for Armageddon. Back to you guys.
Wow.
Okay, very good.
Okay, and I want to bring up another interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know the guy that tried to assassinate Reagan
Yeah.
said that he had to do it because God told him to kill the Antichrist?
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's weird. Because on the letter that he gave to Jodie Foster, he said he was doing it for her.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that's interesting.
So
Yeah,
is
it
Jodie
is
Foster
very
God to
interesting.
him?
Yeah.
Maybe Jodie Foster is God
Who knows?
Maybe.
to him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be. But he did it for what in his letter that he wrote to her. That's what it was.
And there was actually a guy that actually shot at the White House during Barack Obama's presidency.
What the fuck? I didn't know nothing about
Yeah,
that one.
and they said that he had to kill the Antichrist. It was
Okay.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, there was people got taken out of the damn thing because they kept calling him the Antichrist.
Yeah,
I
I
believe
know
that.
that's crazy.
I didn't know they were shot at the damn White House. That's
Yeah.
like a crime, like a son of a bitch.
That's
Isn't
a
it?
hell of a crime.
Shit.
That's probably why we ain't hear about the shit.
Yeah, that's probably why. No shit. You know, I mean, but when you look, because what the mind said in 2012, and supposedly the world ends or whatever, but it was just a different era. You know, like we're moving into a different era. The way you thought about things or the way things were done before completely changes. So couldn't that very well be that the old way of thinking or doing died, which means there's a good chance we died. We just got a new way of thinking now. We moved into a different part, you know what I'm saying, of the world.
But part of the thing about it sometimes feel like it's the whatever the Antichrist effects or whatever is going on right now with us. It seems like right now we have so many things going on at one time that no one in their history has had so many things to happen to them in the same age group.
Well, I don't know.
Usually things are spread out. We got the coronavirus going on.
Mm-hmm.
We got the rides going on. We got all of these different things, other different components.
Well,
going
Victoria
on
times-
at one time.
Well, I think people say that, but I think this is probably the best time ever, bro.
The freeze. Think about the freeze.
But if you look back
That's
in
2021.
history, they had plagues.
Victoria
they
and
had
London
slavery,
had all that shit.
They had wiping
one
out
wop.
of it. They had all kind of shit going
in
on.
one
they had a lot
walk.
of stuff going on.
It
Yeah.
was lawlessness.
Yes.
You could do what the fuck you want to do. So I think this might be the fucking best time we live
Right.
in right here.
Well, it is the
We
best-
just not
it is
used
the
to
best-
certain things.
Certain things we're just not used to, and to see it come all at one time.
Yeah.
You know, everyone that something out there has killed 500,000 people.
You know what? Get your big
The
boy
real
pants
big-
on,
the
man.
real-
Yeah.
Big boy pants on, bro.
yeah.
Big boy pants on. Because there's times way back, like he said, in the Victoria time and different things, they had all of this shit.
The Great Depression.
They had all of this shit, bro. We ain't shit to that.
Yeah, and think about
We
it. too,
ain't shit to that.
We have the comforts of modern
Exactly.
society. I
Exactly.
mean, they didn't have
Exactly.
electricity. They
They
didn't
have
have
none of that
bathrooms,
shit.
running
Yeah.
water.
Exactly.
You know.
I mean, the hardships in the winters, and you had
Yes.
to work. I mean, literally work just to feed
Right.
yourself.
Right, and then
Yes.
then when I want to put this here out there. We're speaking of, like, about the end of time, guys. So we're talking about how the Antichrist will come along and bring on the end of times. Okay, well, here's the problem with that. When you hear the word Antichrist, right, it's anyone that does not believe in Christ. That's just it. It's just anyone that doesn't believe in Christ.
Well, according biblically, it's supposed to be the mirror opposite of Christ.
Okay. Okay. like I said, so anyone could be the Antichrist, you, me, whoever, multiple people at once. It's not one singular person. It could be multiple.
Yeah.
And with that being said, you know,
It could be a group of.
it goes back to what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Couldn't we be the ones to bring on the end of the world? Well, if you just listen to the name Antichrist, it could be
We are.
all of the people here.
And before we get too far away from what David said, I want to touch on this. He said that there was time we had to work, we didn't have electricity,
Right.
and things like that. So I want to talk about this. 150 years ago, there was something called a coronal mass ejection. That's a solar storm,
flare,
a solar flare. And 150 years ago, we had one of those, and it knocked out the infrastructure we had at the time, which was the telegraph.
Okay.
It totally fried that shit.
Okay.
So I'm saying that to say, okay, if that would happen today, it would totally fry our infrastructure. And could we live without that infrastructure?
No.
You know what? Here go the thing.
And the
I'm
interesting
asking-
part, these storms are supposed to happen every 100 years, and we're due for another one.
Okay. So you asked the question.
Yeah.
I would like to answer it. If this infrastructure happened to be in New York,
No, it's the world.
okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
We had something knock out our shit right now. Freeze it over. We didn't riot. We didn't do shit. We
That was
lived.
2 days, Jay.
No, that was 4 days.
That was 4 days. We talking about forever.
But we had some hope. We knew
Yeah.
help was coming, but if
Yeah.
you knew
I
that
just
there
said
was
that
no
a little
help,
earlier,
and you
Jay.
couldn't have a cell phone to call people.
Yeah.
People went crazy
And-
with 2 days without a cell phone.
just imagine that total
Right.
infrastructure, the whole world, everything, computers, GPSs, shit we rely on today. None of it.
Man, I feel sorry for a lot of you guys because I'm trying to give hope here. Trent is trying to make it
No,
with
I'm
no
just saying-
hope because I'm trying to tell you, I feel sorry for you because if it do
I don't
turn
think
into that
peop-
situation,
I don't think people can make it, bro.
Jay.
they won't make
There,
it.
Jay.
They won't make it because I'm going to get packed up with my guns. I'm going to do my thing. We are now in the purge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I am going to love that
I
moment.
agree.
I am
it's
going to
good.
love that
People are
fucking
gonna
moment.
take advantage of the weakness and when the weak and the strong and survival and people, like I said, the materialism is ridiculous in society. Nobody gives a shit about nobody
I
no
know,
more.
right?
It's like me,
yes.
me, me, me. So they're just believe it. When this shit goes down on like Walking Dead, they wasn't scared of the zombies. It was the other people.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
some fucking zombies, right? But I'm not like the
I'd
people
rather
that
deal with the people.
sneak into your circle and one fucking snake.
Yeah,
There goes your group.
that is my life. I would love.
That's
it.
me
so
too.
I want to know, do y'all think we can actually survive that?
I think yes, we
I
can.
can.
I'm talking about without power ever again.
Yes.
Yes, we
yes,
can.
yes, I
In
think
the
we
near
can.
future, no power.
I think we
Yes.
can. Yes.
Because you got to think, we're going to have planes dropping out of the sky.
So
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
We're going to have
They didn't have planes before?
We're going to have military people who can't position because of GPS.
it's
know
not
what
too
I'm
bad.
That's gonna be out.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's gonna go
go.
back to primitive times.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we'd survive it, but
Yes,
I think
we
it's
will.
about there'll be
I
a
think
lot,
we
a lot of
survive
killing
it.
going on, a lot of looting.
I think so,
and-
But
too.
no matter how much we don't like it, the kids that are raised in it, that's all they're gonna know. So the next generation that's in it,
You talking about like our kids that
yeah,
play
that-
video games
yeah,
all the time?
I'm saying, but I'm saying like
they going to have a hard fucking time.
But as time goes, then they will.
They will
adapt.
adjust.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
adjust to it. They will. People will adjust. I mean, if they don't adjust, guess what? They're fucking lunch meat.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna collect little skulls and keep them in my pockets. I'm gonna have a good time. A fucking good time.
But it's the same
That is
ideas that,
wicked.
that we're talking about right now that actually fuels the people that want to bring on the apocalypse.
Exactly.
The people that are thinking like what we're talking, they're the ones that are going up in the mountains, they're hoarding their guns, and they're waiting. They
Yeah.
want something like this to happen.
Yeah,
So
they
they
don't
can
want
sure
to
not
just-
justify what
I'm
they're
kind
doing.
of hoarding and waiting.
You don't
too.
want to get caught slipping,
I
so
know.
you might as well be
Shit, hell
prepared.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Now, well, let's speak on it in a larger way of it, which we kind of touched on it, but I don't think we gave it much.
We just passed through Timothy
when-
3-1.
when people, there are a lot of people up in the big game. All right, so you think about them finding Jesus' shroud and saying that that's what it was, and all of these things. These people would like to bring about the end times because if they can bring about the end times, then they know in their belief of Jesus and whatnot, they can also bring him. So you can't bring one without bringing the other. And there are people in higher governments and different things in secret orders, you know, in these cults that would like to bring on the end time in order to bring on Jesus.
Yes,
Whoa.
Yeah.
that's deep. That you thought that way.
Yeah.
You just made my head explode.
Yeah, you did. You did
Yeah.
a good thing over there, Jay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Just let you know. Because I'm one of the people on the other side. You know, I want to
On
bring
the devil's side?
Yeah, I want to bring on the inside so I can see the devil.
You know what you got coming for you. Do we need to bring that up?
No, we don't
again?
need to bring it up.
No.
Because it's not
You
going to
know,
happen.
right, David?
Yeah.
I know.
I feel more at the
Well,
skeptic
when-
side, to be
When
honest.
Jesus comes, that's when the dead's gonna rise too, right? Isn't the dead supposed to rise when Jesus comes?
Well, no.
Yeah,
no.
I think they are.
Nah.
I think they are supposed
That's
to.
after Armageddon.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
he comes
No,
back
I
to
thought that
rule
was
on the
part of
earth. You know,
Right.
Okay.
people
Well,
are
look,
supposed to-
I got something I want to talk about now. Okay, so there was this guy, an author, Chan Thomas.
Okay.
In 1965, he wrote a book called Adam, Eve, Story, and Cataclysms.
Okay.
And the following year, the CIA bought up all copies of this book and labeled the book classified.
Whoa.
Heavily sanitized the book, and they released a declassified version of this book in 2016.
And when was this book published first before it was?
1965.
Yeah.
So they edited some things out of it. Just
So,
to let us see
what
it's
does this
real.
guy know
That we don't.
that the U.S. government would take his book and label it classified?
You know, I don't know, Trent, but I'll tell you this much, though. When you're talking about in that time period, that era, think about the UFO phenomenon. When people wrote or different things about this, right, and it was anywhere close to being accurate,
Yeah,
they took it.
I think he was close to accurate on
Right.
some shit because you can actually download the book from it's 57 pages. That's what the cleaned version, and they kept certain shit. You can download 57 pages from CIA.gov.
Okay.
And I was going through some of the pages. He talks about a great earthquake.
Okay.
He talks about Genesis. He talks about Adam and Eve. He talks about giants.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So it was very interesting. I'm like, why would they take this supposedly fiction book and hide shit in it?
Well, yeah. Well, in those times, people's mind wasn't ready to believe in so-called flying saucers and different things of that nature. But today, where our minds are more open to
We've
accept.
been conditioned with all the sci-fi shows from Star Trek.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Like I was
letting us
watching
have the
Man of
truth.
Steel before I came up here. You know, I mean,
Right.
how he was not accepted.
Exactly.
You know,
So
being
that's
different,
probably
but-
why. I mean, they took it because of what you said. There's something that was in there that wasn't ready to be released.
too
at that
close.
time.
You got to remember too,
Right.
back in the Cold War was going on,
Yeah.
and the CIA they were involved in a lot of remote viewing,
Yeah.
and a lot of paranormal things with the psychics and things like that.
Yeah.
And so anytime anybody had an idea or thought of something, I mean, they really jumped on it because they wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that it was real or not.
And he talked a lot about Indian mounds with the giants and shit. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's some things in that book that we probably need to download that shit and read it ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you find an actual?
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
You can actually go to CIA.gov.
Well, you
and
get the
down-
original. That's
No, you can only get
retract-
the 57
Okay, so I want the
clean
original.
pages. I know, right?
Yeah.
You probably have to do some shit
Well-
you don't want to do to
Yeah.
get that.
Exactly. I mean, here's the thing also, guys, when you think about it, like the end of the world, I mean, according to the Bible, there's little things that people have translated or made it their own, but it's called the mark of the beast. So now we have people that are proclaiming that this vaccine could possibly be the mark of the beast.
Yep, I've heard that. Yeah.
Right. And you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade without receiving this particular mark of the beast.
That vaccination.
Right. And so it's the same exact thing. So we are looking more like the biblical world. We're moving toward exactly what the biblical world said. And the thing in there is what they said was that originally when the rapture comes, the rapture for you guys don't know, it's the mark of the end of the world. So people are going to be snatched out of their homes up into wherever the fuck, right? And the number one thing that they said that people are going to believe at that time, that it's actually aliens.
Well, there's some Christian authors out there that actually say that the UFOs are demons.
Oh,
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
I heard
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
really, and that's what they say. They're demons, and they're not really UFOs, and they're going to fool everybody with a great deception
Right.
by, hey, there is no God. We are who we are,
Right.
and that's going to be the great deception and cause the whole falling out and
Right.
bring in Armageddon in the second coming.
According
Yes.
to Nostradamus, we got a little while left. You know,
Okay. What did he say?
he said we got into a 3797.
Oh, good. We got some time.
Okay. That sucks. All right, but go ahead.
That sucks.
Yes.
Oh,
Tell me
wow.
why. Tell me why 37.
I mean, that's what he said. 3797.
Was there a reason?
The sun will devour the earth.
Oh, it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Hot.
I don't think we'll
I don't
live
think
long
it'll be
enough
so hot you ain't gonna get a chance
do
to
that?
feel that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean, but just
So let me ask this: so, do you think that's why that we have such interest in Mars,
oh,
trying to
100.
colonize Mars? And
Oh man, you tripping. Okay, so now you ask the question, I have to give it to you. The fact of the matter, what I think we're trying to colonize Mars is because aliens actually colonize this planet already.
what?
Yes, and there are other aliens coming, and guess what? These people now have to move from this planet and take their ass to another planet before them other aliens get here.
And let me guess,
Why
we
your
terraformed
answers
this
got to be
colony.
like way?
Hey, because my brain is way the
Well, a lot
fuck
of
out
people,
there.
might
see.
believe we are the
Far left
Martians.
field.
Yeah,
Some
We
people
came from
believe
Mars,
that.
Right.
You know, yeah, because Mars is closer to the sun, so it's already experienced what we could be experienced next with the gradual, burning and, you know, and just burning up.
Well, I'm now. You said my answer is out there. Let me give you another J answer. Because of the way we use resources on this particular planet, right? If you take a look at modern medicine, we live longer than we did before. Even though people in the Bible, they were saying, oh my God, these people lived to be 120, 139. Well, that's a different time period. But now we're actually living longer because we have modern medicine, which means that we would devour resources on this planet. So now it's just in our best interest as a human race to travel out to another place and start anew.
Of course, because resources ain't gonna last forever.
Correct.
And we're going to start terraforming a foreign planet for our own use.
That's
There
what
you
we
go.
just said.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's overpopulation.
Correct.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I think there's like, what do you call it? Models where in a certain year the world will be
I think
overpopulated
it's
and,
probably
Okay,
like
yeah.
300 years, maybe,
Yeah,
something
and-
like that.
yeah,
I'd
something
say.
like
Yeah,
that.
It's pretty close. It's not too far off.
and
Right.
not be able to sustain all the people here. Not enough
Right.
resources.
Right. This here is what the guy who does the computer, what's his name? The
Gates.
Gates and Eli Musk and the other guy.
Steve Jobs?
No,
Zuckerberg.
no. The one you was talking about earlier who I can't never remember his name. The one that was in the wheelchair. That's really
Stephen
Hawkins.
Right.
Yeah,
Steve
Stephen
Hawkins.
They believe at this point we're moving really fast and it's best to depopulate as many people as we possibly can,
Yeah, I heard that shit.
right?
What you think about that?
I think that is a very real thing because it's only mathematically proven. All right, it's only mathematically proven. You don't have enough resources. Think about even modern medicine, how you have to grow plants and do all of these things. That shit will run out.
The population is growing faster too.
Yes.
Well, not to sound as cryptic as Jay, according to environmental science, war would be the answer to, kill off the human race. But this is as sick as it gets. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm ashamed of myself.
I don't. Yeah.
I didn't get it.
But that's it. Unfortunately, guys, the world as you know it, we're talking about the end of the world, but the end of the world have already happened for us multiple times.
Well, I think the end of the world happens for some people every day.
Yes, you're 100%
You know
right
what I'm
about that.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
every second it happens. You're right, especially if you live where we live. But it has happened at so many different times. There's a new era that comes in. The old comes out. I remember reading in the Bible when they talked about the Great Flood, right?
Yeah.
So when they wrote that, they said that far as the eye could see, and that was it. So you just assume that was the world. But I ask you, if we were sitting right here in Texas, whatever, and far as we can see, there was nothing but water.
when we go to Galveston.
Right. I'm just saying that all of our neighborhoods, everything is underwater.
That would be fucked.
If I'm a writer and I'm writing what I saw, I would assume, because I can't get
You
there,
would assume that's the end of everything.
that's the end of the entire world. You get what I'm saying? So when that Arthur wrote that particular piece, he was in his little area looking out, going, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean?
So Jay, are you a prepper?
Yes.
Are you prepared?
Somewhat. I'm prepared on the survival part of myself and the violent part.
Okay. Well, I actually keep a bug out bag ready.
Oh yeah. Well,
Anybody
everyone
know what a bug out bag is?
That's your,
Yes.
your set on ready a bag.
Yeah,
so
you
Right.
got-
things
you got-
pop off,
grab
you
it
ready
and
to
go.
go.
Right.
But at least you can go for a little while.
I got guns,
Well-
penicillin knives,
right. So
fishing line.
So you guys at home need to know this, since Trent brought that up. So here's the problem. We live in a big city. So we live in Houston, right? So you have a bag that what he's talking about is a bag that you take to get out, right? So when we live in a city, the problem with the bag situation, what you need to have, there's not one bag, right? There's like 4. And these are like checkpoints for you to get out of the city as quick as possible. So that bug out bag will get you to the next one, and then the next one get you to the next one. But you have to keep your bag done.
Ready to go. Let me say this. Ego, you remember that song, Every Breath You Take?
Yeah.
I can hear every fucking breath you take. Take your nose off the fucking mic, please. Okay, continue, Jay.
So it's not the song "The Police" then.
That was awesome.
really, bro, really.
yeah,
Did
but-
you didn't hear that?
Well, I was talking.
Okay.
I was just trying to be nice about it.
Okay.
So, no, seriously, guys. So, like I said, we live in the city, so
Yeah.
you know that you just can't have a bag in your house and think you're going to get somewhere, because that's not going to be. That's not smart. So you
But
have,
it's smart to have
yes,
some medicine ready,
yes, always.
some ammo. You know what I'm saying? Any tools you might need to
Right.
procure food,
First aid.
protect your family,
Right.
first aid, like David said. I keep a bug out bag
Right.
ready.
And always remember this, guys, too. If you manage to get out of the city, you're going to find a lot of cars, okay? These cars can be used for shelter, like literally everything in that fucking car. Like we had a freeze in
Use
Texas.
something off of
Right. You could have tore that car apart and been warm in that freeze we just had. So remember, those things are very important. Back to you, Trent.
I like that. I like that. I'm interested in this artificial intelligence thing, bro. You know, a lot of
Always, me
scientists
too.
are really worried about this
I am too.
getting out
that's
of
what
hand.
I'm worried about. That's,
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
They're worrying about it getting out of hand.
What do you guys think about the Teslas?
Well,
Driving-
that's part of the
Yeah.
artificial
Driving cars,
intelligence.
everything.
Right.
Like for
It's
instance, you tell the Tesla, "Get me there fast as you can," and this motherfucker go 200 miles an hour and crash you there dead. You didn't say get me there alive.
Well, it's just the fact
You know
that
what I'm
it
saying?
drives
It
itself.
starts making its own decisions. If it
Yeah.
starts making its own decisions, and with a computer, you have to be
Watch it sometime.
accurate
Yeah,
with what
yeah,
you
yeah.
say. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Right.
and that's the thing that they're scared of. That
Right.
it'll start making its own decisions
Decisions.
and start making upgrades to itself.
Right.
Or
Well,
more of
yeah.
speaking out of context, and then the computer gets confused with your commands and it goes overboard.
Well, for the guys, because you said it, I just read it today. It was released, I think, yesterday. Well, I want to say it was Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure, but it's definitely out there, guys. So go take a look. So you guys out there that want to sell drugs, you know how you have the dogs to go sniff your drugs. They just released them today or yesterday.
What's that?
The Boston Dynamics dogs.
Oh yeah, I
They-
seen the Boston Dynamics.
They are released.
They're AI dogs.
They are released.
AI dogs?
They AI dogs.
So
they're
they're
doing
not real.
They're just fucking
They
computers.
worse than real.
Right.
I
and
saw
they
that
could
where
change-
somebody was putting a gun on the back of
Yes,
one too.
yes. They just
Crazy.
released them. Yeah.
Wow. And so, what did you say about drugs? What are they gonna do? With
Well, the thing is that they replaced the dogs. So the drugs were like a situation where how they brought it up was like these guys have all these drugs and the dogs walk by and the dogs sniff it, right? Well, not any fucking more. Instead, they got Boston Dynamic dogs and they're coming for your ass. They
Yeah,
can
they some
apprehend
bad
you. They can fuck you
motherfuckers.
up. There's nothing you
Wow.
can do to stop them at this
that
point.
reminds me of an episode of the Black Mirror,
Oh, I
Which
watched
one?
that.
Which episode?
the one where they had the little Boston Dynamic dog chasing the lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Well, here go to. I just said that to say that when Trent was saying about the AI, imagine that dog. I mean, I have a real dog, right? And if the dog does something, I can say, "Hey, stop!" and it follows my command, and it might let your ass go. It depends on how much you pissed him off. imagine a computer dog, and you might like, hey, stop, and you just pushing down keys, you know. And what if it doesn't? What if it just start eliminating motherfuckers like on RoboCop?
Like what
You know
about
I'm
what
saying?
about the AI sex dolls?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's
Get you right in the
sexy
middle
as
of sex.
fuck.
So,
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I've heard about
Right.
those.
You
Right.
know,
Wow,
somebody,
yeah,
somebody
that's
hacks into the
scary.
doll.
That's
Right.
scary.
Right. Well, see, okay. Now he brought that up. I got
scary.
it.
Oh,
boy.
I got it.
I'm almost scared to think about that one.
Said somebody hacked into it.
I know,
Well,
right?
here's the thing. I mean, he brought that up. I got to say this part to it. So in New York, it was 2016, 2015. In New York, they received the phone call of a dead body next to a trash can. The police came out there, and they
It was a sex doll.
yeah, and they checked the body, and they was like, oh my God, they called the ME. The fucking ME came out and tried to resuscitate this fucking sex doll. Guess what?
I don't know if I believe
No,
that.
no, 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 no,
The
no.
ones I see. Yeah.
Is it that
Hey,
real?
hold on. This is how real it really was. It's that real. And this particular doll, they end up taking the damn doll to the what do you call it? The morgue, and the motherfucker went to cut on and said, "Oh my fucking God."
Oh, come on.
I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucking hold on, wait, stop.
Legend. I'm gonna
Stop.
look that one up.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna
please,
find
no,
that.
no, please
Fact
look
check
it up.
that.
That is
Somebody.
a fact.
Yeah, well,
Check
it's
that up.
break time anyway. We're going to take a break on that one.
how
Okay.
could the guy reviving this could not see that there's a plastic?
You did
But-
CPR.
With her mouth open.
No.
Just-in-Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality, fast tax services. Our tax specials are available 7 days a week. Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings. Not only does Just-in-Time Tax Houston provide quality tax service, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution program. Other services include new business, DBA assistance, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payment, and unemployment. Just relax and let Just-in-Time Tax help you.
What up? What up? Yes, sir.
Let's
we
rock.
are ready.
Yes, sir. We're ready to
Hey,
go.
welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. Your boy Jay.
And your boy Trent A. Johnson
We back, and we're talking about the end of days
and the Antichrist.
and the Antichrist, of course.
Yes. Your best friend.
Yeah, I know. So I would like to thank to some of the people who's hitting us up. So Nashawn Armani Crichton, what's up, bro? You know,
What up, bud?
Yeah, appreciate you listening and tuning in.
Why didn't you just say what's up, bud?
I didn't say bud.
That's Bud.
I didn't say bud.
You did say Bud.
No, I didn't. I said Nashawn.
His name is
Armani.
Bud.
I said.
Okay, let's rock and
All
roll.
right. Well, cutting off from this
What's
conversation.
up, Bud?
Okay, cutting off from this confusing conversation, I got some weird news.
All right.
There has been a sighting 2 days ago where American Airlines pilot has reportedly seen a UFO flying over New Mexico. This flight was American Airlines Flight 2292, and it was flying from the destination from Cincinnati to Phoenix, Arizona. It was spotted in New Mexico by Stephen Douglas, who received a transmission off from the air pilot that says, okay, we have just seen this cylindrical object that's just flying through over our heads. I don't know about you, but is there something, fighting off on our radar? FBI went to investigate it, and then they say, well, we're investigating the details. When the news reporters and the anchor people and the journalists have been trying to ask American Airlines on their feedback, they say, just ask the FBI.
Oh,
Back
wow.
to you guys.
Wow, that's incredible.
That is incredible.
That sounds like some possible
Yeah, I
end of the world type
amazing.
shit.
Can I throw
could.
another thing out there about that? I just was thinking about. I know we talked about mentioned something about UFOs maybe being demons or something.
Yeah.
But what about if they're just maybe us in the future time traveling back? What type of mechanisms would we be in?
Wow.
Right.
What if it's us just taking a peek at stuff?
Right.
And
And
changing the future?
Could be.
That you know what? It's funny you said that because that is one of the biggest conspiracies that those particular aliens are us in the future
Correct,
coming back
yeah.
to fix
I
what
think
we
that's a
fucked
big
up.
ass reach.
But
Or-
Area 51 carries those
Sooner or
aliens.
later, I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
They
like,
have
yeah.
those
time
aliens
travel.
in Area 51. You remember they had that? We wanted
They
to
had
see
what in area?
They had those. They got those aliens in Area 51. That's why everybody wanted to go to the Area 51. You remember they was going to do the march on Area 51.
Oh yeah,
Right,
Storm
right.
Area
I don't know what
51.
happened to what it was supposed to.
It happened, but I think people like chickened out. They got there and was like, "You go first."
Yeah, exactly.
No, because they knew damn well they would get their ass
I
shot the
know,
hell
right.
up,
I know,
a
right.
murder. There was a question that was posed to me just a second ago. Was when it comes to us thinking about the end of the world and we have to follow all these religions to know which one is the right one, right? Because it's the end of the world. Why do people make us follow certain religions? Why can't we just do the ones that feel right to us?
You can.
You can. You have freedom of choice. Thanks
That's
to
what
what
you're
God
supposed to
gave
do.
you.
I think the question was more like, how do we know which one is the real one?
Well, now they ask, why do we? But okay, you can say that. How do we know which one is the real one? We don't know.
Faith.
But you can
That's
Reasoning.
some bullshit.
you can basically
is, no.
do whatever feel right.
Do you know
to you.
the definition of faith?
To believe
Blindly.
Blindly.
I
No,
know.
that's called devotion.
You have to believe.
No, faith.
You have to believe.
Faith
because,
is blind.
Blind faith is devotion.
No, yeah, but
Okay,
devotion
it's
is
the same
devotion.
thing.
But you have to
Blind.
believe divinely that what's going to happen to you and what you believe in is what's going to happen to you, even this world or the other world. When you leave this world,
Yeah, I think that's some
And-
bullshit.
it's all you have.
Me
some
too.
for some
Yeah.
people.
Well, that's why I stated
think, I
reasoning.
think just blindly believing in anything is. I think that's.
But
some
I think that
bullshit.
would stop a lot of people's PTSD and different things
Yeah,
like that.
it would,
because
it would.
They have
But I
something
just
to
think-
feel that there's greater.
I just think
beyond
blindly
this life.
believing.
But people blindly believed a lot of things, like
Yeah.
during the Crusades. Look how many millions of people died on both sides. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
from the Islamists and Muslims and to the Christians and blind faith.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So-
what I say.
but-
It's some bullshit.
And we
It
don't
is.
know if they went to heaven or hell.
I know, right?
Well, most
know?
of the evil priest that led to the crusade, based on history, he definitely told and fired up these soldiers that, look, if you go and free Israel, your sins are forgiven and you will be guaranteed to heaven's passage. Okay, that was just a ploy in a statement to get them fired up to do their bid.
Exactly. Well, let me ask this to the
ahead.
whole panel. Okay. So you sitting at home,
Okay.
drinking a beer or whatever you do on the couch.
Yeah. Check off.
Newsflash comes across the TV.
Okay.
Right.
There's a comet or asteroid gonna hit the Earth in 24 hours.
In 24 hours.
Inevitably, what would be the first thing you would do? Starting with Jay. We know that this is definitely the end, and we have 24 hours.
24 hours. I would finish jacking off first.
Right.
Right? Let me
That's so
think-
you.
Right.
Right.
I would
right.
finish
Finish
jacking off first.
first. That's a good one. Yeah.
And then I would I'd go get my gun and I'd start shooting people.
Wow, Jay. Why?
Really?
They gonna die anyway.
Wow.
But I want to
Yeah.
see them. Right.
We need to keep
So
a
you-
close eye on Jay.
So
yeah.
you would
Exactly.
take pleasure
I
in
hate
people
you.
suffering at the end of times to go and impale the pain when it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Have you thought about in your own, bucket list what you wanted to
That's what this-
do spiritually?
that
I
sounded
mean,
like his bucket list.
okay, fine. It's his bucket
It's
list.
definitely my bucket
Okay,
list.
so David, same question to you.
Without all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, without all the other stuff. Okay, fine. The first thing I'm going to do is call all my relatives, say, look, I love you. Hug all my, family, friends nearby my neighborhood. Next, I am definitely going to take my ring and propose to the person that I never had the guts to and say, will you marry me at
And
the
what
end
if
of
she
times?
says no?
And it's just like, I am thankful.
Then you call me. And
Yes, I'll
come
call
shoot-
you.
Yeah, I'll come shoot him.
Cody, what would you do?
The same thing I do every day. Just help people. I be at home because that's where I hang out with my kids, and they do homeschool. I have a law firm.
So
that's
you
at
be
home.
doing homeschool
I
when
be
the
doing
world
what
is
I
going
do
to end?
every day. Nothing I'm gonna do is gonna change it.
Okay. Okay, good answer, I guess.
So-
Ego?
I have two.
Okay.
Split. I think I would one part I would thank God and just continuously thank God that entire day and
Even though he bring a
Thank God
comment
for
to
killing
fucking
you.
you
I
up.
don't care.
You don't know that's from him.
I'm gonna
Okay.
thank God regardless and just tell him how
You
grateful
believe
I
that?
am for what he did for me and all the things he's done for me to this moment that it's time for me to leave.
So are we talking about God, Jesus, or Papa Legba?
We're talking about God. Just
Okay.
God
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
He's God,
Okay.
The higher being, the
Creator.
highest being.
Okay.
Yes.
You better ask him to help you too, because I'm coming.
But and other than that,
No, I'm
besides
joking.
half of that,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have sex.
Okay.
Okay, sounds fair.
What
I'm gonna
about
thank
David
God
Clark?
and then I'm gonna have sex. Real freaky sex.
Okay.
Well, I kind of like David.
like that.
Kind of just say goodbye to everybody and just kind of just mentally just prepare and just meditate and
Yeah.
and just say, okay,
Cry a little bit.
and just think about some things and just prepare yourself to see what's on the other side.
Right.
Okay.
You know, and hopefully,
It
you
turns
see
out.
some people you know, and hopefully it turns out for the best.
Well,
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's a new chapter in life.
Okay, what about you, Trent?
Well, I would hug the shit out of my son and my daughter. Hopefully, they would be there with me. Then I would get like a big ass PA system
Yeah.
and a microphone. I'd get on top of my house and sing and dance like nobody's watching.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
For real.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
I'd just come with a dope ass song.
Would you care if somebody was
I
watching?
wouldn't give a damn.
Hey,
I just
hey.
sing like nobody and fucking dance like nobody was
I will
watching.
watch you. I will watch you sing and
Right.
Do
dance,
that
and I'll
every
be
day.
like,
Go find
I'm your
hours you can watch
fan. I'm your fan.
Right, exactly.
You are a
Exactly.
fan, Dave.
Yeah, I would.
I'll
I
be
would
up
have
there
a great
moonwalking
time.
and everything,
Yeah,
bro.
I would have a great time.
Yeah, me
'Cause
too.
I would
Me
do all what you said in general. What Big David and Little David said. I would definitely kiss all of the people I love, but I definitely after that I tell them good night, goodbye, and I'm going to get my gun, and after that I'm going to go eliminate people.
Oh man, you
Hey,
go
let me ask
get
you a
with the
question.
elimination.
We know you
Eliminate
eliminate people. Can
people,
I ask a question?
Go ahead, ask a question.
Call this guy the
This
Terminator.
is a good one because we never think of this. If you had, so it's the end of the world and you can have your last meal, what would it be?
Oh, I don't.
We just had it. All the meats.
All the meats in your freezer.
I think he'd have a pizza.
Yeah,
Oh, pizza.
Pizza.
Let me get a pizza stack.
no, for real though. If you just want to know, for real, my last supper would be pancakes.
Oh, yeah, I love
boring.
Classic.
I don't know if I love Pancake
No,
Set,
that's
but-
classic.
Boring.
Pancakes.
Boring.
Oh, that's classic, dude.
You know, so I like that.
What would your last meal be, Cody?
Snow crab legs.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I get cracking.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this here. Okay, so in the Bible, right, they do speak of the end of days.
Yeah.
And there's going to be these scrolls. And this one that always blows my brain. First of all, we already know that we're going to hear these sounds because it's a trumpet.
Yeah,
and
sounds of the trumpet.
Right, he does this trumpet, but yet haven't we been seeing on the internet people coming out their house recording the sounds? I'm like, what is that, guys? And it sounds a hell of a lot like some shit going on, right? I'm just saying.
My daughter calls it siren head.
Okay, I'm just saying the noise, right?
Yeah.
And it has it in the Bible that they're going to do that. Well, then the other scroll, the other angel that is. Now this is where it really creeps and scares the fuck out of me.
Angels some creepy motherfuckers.
It says the angel will stand with one leg in the middle of the ocean, and the other leg will stand in the middle of the earth.
But bro.
And then, and I mean, can you understand how fucking big that would be?
Where would his balls be?
Apparently over the fucking earth. I don't know,
You'll be
but
teabagging
I know,
everybody.
right? I know, teabag. I'm here to teabag.
Teabagging
you know,
everybody.
but that fucking scroll he will tear. I mean, this is the end of the world. When you see some big ass nuts, when you open your window
And see just nuts.
and you see nuts hanging,
I know, you know it's the end.
that is the end of the fucking world.
I might as well get my mic and go on the roof then, right?
Right. If I see nuts, I know I can't shoot people now.
Wow.
You know, like, what the fuck?
But you know, the
Pretty
biblical
graphic, bro.
description of angels is nothing like
No.
what we see on, you see this blonde guy with wings looking
Right.
like he ready to be your best friend.
Yeah.
Man, the biblical description, they nothing like that.
Yeah, they fucking dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
If an angel, look here, man. If y'all seen an owl, a big owl spreads its wings and come down, I swear to God, your damn heart damn near stop. Imagine an angel like that, but it doesn't look like that. It's a lot bigger,
Well,
a lot more dangerous
Well,
looking.
the description of an angel is almost like a what do you call this shit? That's like a circle within a circle. What do you call that?
What's it, like
Auras?
protoplasm
Gyroscope.
or
Gyroscope.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
A
right.
gyroscope full of eyes with 4 faces, 4 sets of wings. That's how they describe a Bible I mean an angel in the Bible.
Oh wow.
Wow. That is fucking spooky as fuck.
I mean, it's all depends on
Powerful,
how
if
you
you
look
ask
at
me.
it, but
Spooky.
Spooky, but you would want an angel around you more than a demon.
Well,
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, if I see a
Bullshit.
fucking gyroscope full of eyes with 4 faces and 4
Come
wings,
here.
I'll be like, dude, can you stand over there?
You'd rather have the nut sack?
I got my own nutsack.
No, we talking about the big one.
Big D's
The one that
nuts.
Jay was talking about.
yeah,
I know, right?
I'm just saying that angels, if you ever you would never want to meet an angel. Let's just put it like that. That is something that you would never want to meet.
Probably would go crazy
Yeah,
just from the look.
Yeah, if you think about it in all of your passages and different things, when these angels approaches, it's always fucked up. It's not cool. It's not cool. I mean, I think the only one I can remember where it was cool was when this is rape, but still, I guess it's the only coolest one. Was when Mary was at the damn at the end of the thing washing her shit, and the angel popped up.
Well, you had Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah. 2 angels came to him and told him to get his family out. And,
Okay,
and then the people tried to rape the angels.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know?
Now that's what they wanted.
Some
He
rapey
told him, he said,
motherfucker.
take my daughter and rape my
Rapey.
daughter, but you can't have these.
Right.
You can rape an angel.
How do you rape an angel?
No, here go the
Yeah,
thing.
how do you rape an
Here go
angel?
the thing. Here go the thing about
Some
that
good
particular
sex
passage, right? He said, "Take my daughter and lay with her as you would,
Right,
as you would woman, versus this angel. But where it was 2 angels.
He gave his daughters instead of the angels.
He tried to, but they didn't want the daughters. They wanted the angels. So the angels told him, "Don't worry, we fucking got this." And they destroyed that whole fucking place.
Wow.
They destroyed anytime an angel is on the scene, there's nothing positive coming out of this situation. Now, I'm sorry.
Saint Michael didn't come with a sword to talk.
Right.
I know, right?
Exactly.
He came-
Exactly.
Gabriel came to talk.
Came
So
for that ass.
no. Gabriel is blowing the horn, bro, to call out.
He's a messenger.
To call out hell on your ass. And the hell ain't nothing with demons. It's
That's
nothing
like
but
cell
angels.
phone in the other
Exactly.
Right.
Your ass is
You see what I'm saying? Now we can talk about how many demons approach you, right? Ain't nothing bad happen after that. But anytime,
What do you mean?
I'm
Bro.
just saying.
Bro.
Anytime,
Come on, bro. Bro, you
What?
say when demons approach, nothing bad happens after that?
In the Bible, there's nothing bad happening.
Yeah, all bad shit happened when
No.
that first demon.
Where?
What did he do? He
What did he do?
coaxed Eve into biting the apple and bro.
Because
Oh, my
Adam,
God.
Adam to biting the apple.
Okay, first of all,
Okay,
stop.
one of the motherfuckers.
It wasn't an
Yes.
apple. It
Stop.
was the forbidden fruit.
forbidden
Forbidden
fruit.
Right.
fruit.
Okay.
It's
Forbidden
always
fruit.
an
Yeah.
Okay, so
apple.
first of all, let's just stop with that one and say this here that's supposed to be supposedly the devil, and the devil approached Eve, right? And she saw him as good.
He was a serpent.
Hold on, she did not freak out. She understood the situation all
Because
right?
she didn't have no reference to say that it was bad.
Okay,
She didn't know the difference between good and
Good
evil.
up.
okay,
Yeah.
good and evil. But guess what? He didn't fuck her up.
He fucked the world up.
No, she bought the apple. How about the fucking angel who came down and said, "Hey man, take your wife, your kids. If you fucking look back, I'm gonna fuck your life up." And while he was destroying women, children, and the whole fucking thing.
Adam and Eve were the
Hold
first.
on, stop.
Yeah,
Hold on,
seriously.
stop. Ego, don't look at me like that. No. This is my shit. See, he destroyed a whole fucking thing, women
Where
and
is that?
children.
Yeah.
Lot.
Solomon and
Tell-
Gomorrah.
there you-
Solomon and Gomorrah,
thank
yeah.
you, sir.
But
Thank
wait
you.
a minute. What I
Two
thought Adam and
witnesses.
Eve was before
No.
Sodom and
It
No,
was.
no.
It just
Before
was.
Sodom
It
and
just jumped
Gomorrah.
us.
No,
that was way before,
no,
yeah.
no. What you're saying, I said every time in the Bible that a demon approaches,
Uh-huh.
he ain't doing shit. There's no app. There's nothing. It's
Well,
all on you.
I can't really think of a bunch of demons approaching.
Actually, there are a few demons in there. I just gave you, well, you just gave me one, but I can give you a couple of other ones. But I have to really think about it. But I can tell you every time an angel
Well,
approaches.
can you tell me some good work that these demons done?
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't do anything good or
So they
bad.
just hang out.
They just hanging the fuck out, and next thing you know, they're sitting there minding their own fucking business. And Jesus walk up and say, "Hey, who the fuck are you?" And we like, "Oh, we're
So when
we're
did
legions."
Jesus come into the
Most of
picture with Adam and
times-
Eve?
Yeah, most of the times. When
Why
they do
y'all-
mention
why y'all
demons,
stuck
they're-
on this
they're
Adam
getting
and Eve?
Talking
into
about
the
Adam
lake
and Eve.
of
Okay.
fire.
Hold on. Stop. No one was talking about Adam and Eve. He brought up the
Yeah, I
first
did-
time.
I did bring up
He brought up
Adam
the
and Eve,
first
yeah.
time that a demon came, and that was in Genesis in the beginning. After that, I moved right back to where we were just at. That there is no period in the Bible where you met an angel and it was great. It was always destruction. Period. Period.
I don't
There
know
was
if
Gabriel who sent the news to
To Mary about what she was carrying.
Okay,
That-
so when they was fucking up shit, it was people that needed to be fucked up.
Women and children.
I mean, shit, women and children, evil come in
Women and children, bruh.
evil come in all shapes.
Women and children, bruh.
Hey,
And the warning was, if you fucking look back, you're fucked. And what did she do?
did she look back?
She looked back.
Did she get
but
fucked?
because
got
she disobeyed.
fucked
Turn to a pillar of salt.
Pillar of salt, right?
Yeah, turn to a
that's
pillar
pillar
of
of
salt.
salt.
Okay, so what you're saying is that God is bad and the devil is good.
Based off of the Bible, yes.
Well, the Old Testament.
Okay,
God-
how can you
God
prove?
is
All
just
right,
not
all
people in the
right.
Old
Well, you
Testament.
got
I
me
mean,
at Trent.
Hey, look,
Based off the Bible, hell yeah.
I can't lie because I actually read the Bible too. There's some fucked up shit in there.
There is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I'm
it
not going
is.
to be the one to come out and say, hey, God is bad and the devil is
I'm
good. I'm
just
not going
saying,
to say that.
based off of that.
You know?
Jay's a demon.
No,
Yeah, he is a demon.
Objection.
Look.
First of all, because the humans they disobeyed, they got what's coming back to them if they didn't pay attention to what the angels or God was saying.
Who says you have to obey the shit? It's free
God!
will. It's free. See,
No, here's the deal. When Jesus Christ came in and he sacrificed
remember that
his
what I was
thing,
telling you gonna happen
he
to you,
was
brody?
he was definitely
What?
just saying, look, I'm going to
That-
free
that
the sins of
butt fuck.
humanity, and therefore we're going to have free will
get
to
ready for
decide
that.
whether or not if we have freedom or not.
We know
End
a lot
of
of
story.
Okay, a lot of people believe. Okay, why God was so evil in the Old Testament was back. You think about the Nephilim,
Right.
You know, coming and mating with women,
Right.
And what they were actually doing was eradicating a bad genetic bloodline.
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
they were doing.
Okay.
Eradicating that, not just going out just to kill people or stuff like
Right.
that, but they had to
Well,
cleanse the earth, so
but
to
no,
say.
it was one part of the Bible where God actually spoke,
Yeah.
and His voice was so horrible and horrible, scary.
Oh, scary.
Where the people said, "Please, Jesus, don't let him speak to us. You tell us what he has to say," because his voice was so fucking horrible,
Powerful.
Malevolent.
horrible,
Malevolent.
I only,
Overpowering.
horrible.
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Terrifying.
Not evil. I'm just saying
terrifying.
where
He
No.
sounded terrifying.
it shakes you to the fucking core, where it scares the fucking
It
shit out of
turned
you.
Moses' hair
When
white.
he's- yeah,
Right,
when
right. That was
when he speaks,
Yeah.
the people said, "Please don't let him speak to us no more."
Hey, you guys at home watching,
His voice was that powerful, horrible.
you know,
Yes.
I'm not in Sunday school anymore.
I mean, because a lot of people read the Bible just no, they don't read the Bible. They go to church,
Right.
and just get the parts that the preacher tell you. But it's actually some
Right.
crazy
So
shit
all
in
of
there,
you,
bro.
all of you
Yes.
people,
Yeah.
all of you people in there who watch it. I'm not in Sunday school anymore, or that read the Bible or whatever. Please send that in to me because I can only remember one instance where God spoke in the Bible, and that was the burning bush.
Yes.
The burning bush, yeah.
But that was it. That was it. And
it's actually another one.
no, it could be. But I just
He
want y'all
also
to. I just
spoke
want
to
y'all to
Adam and
send
Eve.
it to
Well,
me
Yeah.
Noah.
because
Yeah,
Yes.
Noah, too.
Noah
Yeah.
too.
you know. so-
Abraham.
yeah.
Abraham.
There's a few times.
well,
where-
that was him said
Well,
that.
that's quite a few
If you
times.
pay.
He been
Yeah.
talking all through the Bible, Jay. What are you talking
Well, not
about?
all through.
No,
Not all through.
no, bro. No.
It's a few times. It's not
No.
very many, but it's a
No.
few. Yeah.
No. And a lot of times it was the angel, and that was the whole thing. So there you have it.
Yeah, like the part, I don't know which one it is where these kids were teasing this old man,
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
and they were calling him old, and God sent
The
30?
oxes or something?
No, he sent bears,
Okay.
and the bears dismembered and killed
All
all
the
these
children.
Yeah, all of these kids.
That's bad.
It was like yeah, God did that.
I don't know.
Yeah, not you know what? I'm pretty sure there was
I
a,
don't even
Yeah.
want your soul.
God did.
I'm pretty sure there was a demon going, "Hey kids, hey, y'all chill.
Yeah.
And
Or
they
maybe
what?
the kids had demon spirits.
Yeah.
I don't know. Conspiracy
Maybe.
theory.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe he knew that they were gonna be evil anyway. They gonna be
Nah.
Maybe.
They gonna be criminals.
Ain't
so
that
let me
some
go
shit?
get.
I think it was
The-
like 40-something kids,
Maybe God-
and he sent the bear to maim and murk these kids
This
for
Maybe the
teasing
kids-
this old man.
this
said
pissed
Mark.
me off. The moment you tell them that this is what he did, everyone over here talking about maybe the kids were bad. Maybe they got all of these maybe fucking shit. But Jay, you're gonna get whatever in hell.
But
fuck,
That's
that's
what I
fucked up,
said.
man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Those kids was nothing but some demon seeds.
Yeah.
They
They didn't believe in God, so of course they received death.
Saying that genetic bloodline.
I mean,
Yeah.
now, thank you. Somebody speaking some shit. Okay, so the genetic bloodline thing, when you said that, when you mentioned that is really funny that you said that because that was Adolf Hitler's whole thing when they was moving there, when they was doing their murdering because of genetic bloodlines, and that's what they was doing for the Jews. So that is really funny that they took the fucking Bible and did what they did in the
Twisted it
Bible
around, yeah.
and considered the most horrible people on the planet. Why?
You know something?
End
Germans
of
are
the
not
world.
even considered the most horrible people in the
Who?
world.
Who?
Germans.
We're not going there.
No, I'm
we're
just
not
saying-
saying
going
that
there.
Germans are. We're
We're
saying
not
what
going
they
there.
did.
We're not going there.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that from what happened, that no one even thinks of that. No
I mean,
one-
that's
you
the
know what I mean?
past. They're
No
trying
one-
to
no
live it down.
associated
Yeah.
with it.
No one thinks of the Holocaust.
No, just no.
Hey,
Everyone
look!
thinks of the Holocaust.
We not. Let's not even go there, y'all. Let's go there. Let's go back to the
You
end
know
of
what?
the world.
Well, either way
Learning
it goes,
from my mistake,
the end of the world
I
is
second
everything.
Jen-
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. What'd
mean-
you say, David?
Learning from my mistake, I'm going to second Trent on let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not even go
So
there.
that is my mistake. Well, anyway, I've said that because of this here. When you see an angel, it's always bad shit.
Okay, we talk about the end of the world,
this
right?
again?
Right. I'm talking about the end of the world.
Okay.
So when you take a look at that situation of all of what our governments and different things are trying to emulate the Bible to bring on the end of the world, you know what I mean? It's going to be an angel that pop up first.
Huh?
It's going to be an angel that pop up
Okay,
first.
so
And that's the-
what do y'all think would be the most probable way the world would end?
Oh, that's what I was going to say next. but go
Looking
ahead.
at looking at what's going on today, what do you think would be the most probable way that the world would end?
By bombs.
Bombs?
But it could be vaccine.
Vaccine,
I don't
the
think it's
disease
damn near
itself,
a pandemic probably.
pandemic,
Well, we're already in a pandemic, so yeah, that's a very good statement.
artificial intelligence,
But if not a
an
pandemic,
asteroid.
asteroid, maybe just the weather, climate control. Just
That could be it too.
just say, hey, y'all
Global
think get a
warming.
long time, but no.
Plague, basically famine, where we're dying out of starvation, and then it leads to
Oh,
war.
that's a fucked
Yeah,
up
I
way
think
to
it's
die
going to
right
be
there.
a little bit of
God
everything.
damn, that
I think
would
it's
be
gonna- yeah, it's going to be a little bit
I
of
know.
everything, and that's when you're going to see everybody's in turmoil. Like we have this going on, this everything else happening, and one person, like you say, an Antichrist, is going to stand up and have the solutions for the whole world.
Well, let's just hope
know?
that shit don't
Yeah.
happen.
I don't believe it will. And here go. Now this is JJ. This is why I don't believe it will, because of what you just said. Famine, all of these things that you said. Us as a people, it doesn't matter where we're from, what side of the world we dwell. We will find a way to help each other get through whatever the fuck we have to deal with. We always do. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter. When it happened to the freeze, people came out and they helped people in our freeze. When it was
remember
flooding,
that.
yeah, people donated money and everything. When it came to the floods, people came out to help. Florida came out and helped cut on our shit. Us as people, we will find a way to work together and get through whatever it is.
Well,
Oh,
Do I
go
get
ahead.
an opinion on how the world's going to
Uh-huh.
end?
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Cody.
Depleted resources of the earth.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Water's life, and everything. They're fracking. They're going through it. I mean, eventually, the water is going to be where you cannot digest it, and
Oh wow, that would be fun.
Very logical point. Thank you.
Mother Earth can only give so much. If you have a bitch dog, a mom, okay, and she's got 8 titties, and you put 2 more dogs on there, you know, she'll make it. She'll keep producing, but she'll get thinner and she'll get thinner. Now you start throwing 2 more with the overpopulation. There ain't enough titties to feed everybody.
Right.
I mean, it's
Right.
there's going to be ones that the weak will not get to eat, or they won't know what to do, and
Yeah.
the stronger will survive, and eventually the mother will die, and when she does, they die too, because she's the only one producing milk.
With enough
So
titties.
no more titties.
Yeah,
no
no more.
That is
Get
sad.
some more titties in
That is sad to think
No more
of.
titties.
No more
Right.
titties. Damn, Jay, can you imagine that?
I can't imagine no more titties.
I can't imagine
They
that.
might
can't
hang
imagine that.
low, but they do their
Some
job.
extra titties though.
Even if they hang low,
Wow.
I want to see them.
Right,
Even if
I
they
know
hang low.
those the best kind.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
do we get from titties to?
It's the end of the world.
I
We're
know.
not gonna go there.
End
Right.
of the
We're not
world.
gonna go
I know
there.
we're not gonna go
We're
there.
not gonna go
We're
there.
not gonna
Come
go
on
there.
now.
We
I'm
not-
talking
Titties, titties could be the end of the world, bro.
I know.
Titties can bring on
titties
the
could
end of the
end
world.
the world.
Mother,
titties
female,
can sure can.
Save the world.
We didn't even think about that.
Feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just
Mother of
we just
life.
entered another chapter of word porn.
Right.
I know,
it's
right?
not.
Saying.
Wow.
Titties saved the world
Yeah.
at the strip club.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is a quote, ego. There is a quote, ego, where we do see in the back of the cars, "Save the tatas."
Wow. Yes, I'm all for that. I would donate toward
Breast
that
cancer
cause.
awareness.
I would donate towards
Yes.
that.
Come on, David.
Save
No,
the
that's a good
tatas.
one. That's a good one.
Okay.
He go from strip club to breast
I
cancer
know, right?
awareness.
I-
That doesn't even go
Because
together.
he respects the titties and you don't. So that's why.
I respect the titties. I
That is
respect
why.
the titties. He might more fear
Damn,
the titties.
Cody.
Maybe. But he respects it because he needs to be scared of what a
Wow.
titty can do.
So, look, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, okay, so a lot of people identify rock music with being part of the Antichrist thing.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
think,
boy.
do you think rap music can be the new
Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
devil music?
Yeah.
You said motherfucker with the diamond, the $24 million diamond in the forehead.
Looking like Thanos and
yeah,
shit.
like I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
rip that shit out right in his head.
Well-
I'm gone, motherfucker.
Here's why I know for a fact that rap music could be part of that, right?
Yeah.
Because what better way to cast spells than through lyrics?
Yeah, chanting and lyrics and music.
So you do
rhythm.
it. You do it. You write a song that is actually a cantation to raise the Satan or whoever you want, and you do it in a rhyme and get 1 million people to sing along
do
with this
that.
song.
No,
It's definitely-
Trent,
Right.
Trent, I got one for you, Trent.
What's that?
Do you remember when we talked about before about there used to be a song come on? You had to leave the club. Because
Yeah.
there was a song that would come on. You say, "Oh, this song coming on, I gotta go." Cause
I
they
know
about,
it was starting
they
a
about to
fight.
they about to tear the club up.
Yeah, I remember that. And I would like to say to all my rapper friends, y'all gonna hate me for this, but I think rap music is the new devil music.
Well, Trent, do you remember that
What?
video I sent you about the weekend? Did you get
Yeah,
to check that out?
yeah,
About how
yeah,
They
you
said
did.
that was a Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl
Yeah.
concert, it's actually some type of ceremony.
Some type
Yeah.
of
You know,
ceremony.
satanic ceremony, and it was really interesting.
Yeah,
I've
they
seen
said that
that
about
now.
Kate Perry's
Katy Perry,
Yeah.
Super Bowl performance too.
Yeah.
But
Every one of them, yeah.
I actually believe that rap music is.
I do too, because the powers that be have realized that the best way to do a cantation would be through music, lyrics.
Yeah.
And if you get in order to do a cast a spell, multiple people have to believe in it. So if you say these rhymes and everyone's saying these damn rhymes over and over and over, and they believe it, there you have it.
Oh.
That's the new entrance.
You
I
think
need-
about,
I need
music
to-
makes you feel good
yeah.
Yes.
at times,
I-
or it makes you feel bad.
I need to say it as a skeptic, just for the sake of, our, conversation and so forth. I understand word has got out through all of us that rap music may be the devil's music, or what if not. But based on the previous episodes that we have interviewed these rappers, even one educated guy, simply said words do have power how you do your lyrics whatsoever. So ergo, what if, Jay and Trent, if we have a rapper, but he's a Christian rapper singing or talking about the opposite side of
That's different.
doing satanic
Well, that's fine,
things.
but I'm talking about mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream
You'll
was
never hear a
popping.
Christian rapper on mainstream radio.
That's on the Hot
You won't.
100.
Because that's not what these people push.
The Hot 100 wants.
They push the other side.
They want the
chaos.
the over-sexualized woman.
The
They
violence.
want the guy who's talking about killing somebody over some
or
dope.
trading drugs or some
Yeah,
shit.
they want that type, and that perpetuates in the people's mind of things that they want to do. You want to tear the club up. Oh, you want to go start some beef with some guy.
I think that could be the end of the world.
No,
Jay.
I was gonna say yes. Music and these things, definitely can bring about.
The end of the
Right,
world.
because
Or-
if they did a cantation where they could raise the dead, the devil or whatever unholy spirit they want to, and this rap song is so powerful, the dead's risen. Or
But a lot
Okay,
of
so-
rock
let-
music have been trying to do that for a long time.
But I think rap is taking its place.
Yeah.
It
rap
is.
has
It
taken
is.
place.
Let me
There
ask-
is some more
mainstream
rock
on it,
music.
right?
If you
Hold on,
think
hold on, hold on.
One last skeptic question, and you guys can just, totally debunk it for good. If, like all these rap musics that we're listening to, like, okay, guns, drugs, women, and so forth, have you guys ever thought that maybe they were saying it for a good cause as a satire? Like, okay, this is a wake-up call for us. Let's not do that.
No.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, I think in the beginning that's how rap started.
Yes.
But today, no, that's not the case.
right.
All right. Well, you
Go
guys
ahead.
carry on.
Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead.
Well, shit, I fucking forgot what I was going to ask you, Jay.
Well, I could say this, in my closing in general with you guys, is that the end of the world can be brought on by so many different things.
Yeah.
So many different things. I think that the idea of our future with our children and our children's future can prolong the end of the world if we teach them properly. We teach them about being good to people, being nice, to help one another and do
Humanity.
these things. Right, humanity.
No religion.
Right.
Yeah.
Being a human
Right.
it doesn't matter what color, what sex.
just being a human to man.
Correct. I think that could change. And I like the idea that you said no religion, because that's very important, because religion is made to divide people, right? So that's a good thing, So I think that do what feels good to you.
Yeah.
Is this where you want to
blessed.
be when Jesus comes?
Right. Be blessed. Do the right thing, man. And I'm pretty sure that we can probably see you again in 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to call this one a wrap, Jay.
Well, before we do that, then let's just say this: you guys, I don't know what that was, hit me, but hopefully it wasn't a Satan or nothing. But you guys at home, I would like you to please donate to us. If you have a story idea, please email us, okay? At urbanparanormal13@gmail.com.
Correct.
Okay, and send us money at cash.
$,
$sign.
DSB Media on Cash App.
Right, and you could be a a sponsor of the show.
Yeah.
All right. Or you can come on to the show, write something, tell us what you think, and we might just bring you on, and we
You
would
got
love to
some
have
good
you.
scary stories. Bring it on.
Right.
Yeah. And
right.
hopefully the world doesn't end before our next show.
I
It's
hope not
the
either.
end of the world
So,
as we know it.
as usual, we want to bid you guys good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Deuces.